How are you? Are you feeling a bit sore today? Is your back hurting? Does it feel stiff? Does it feel like there's a lot of tension? Well, join me and let's work together to loosen up that back, release some of the tension, and have you feeling better for the rest of your day. Get down on a comfortable surface with your mat. Padded would be ideal. We're going to grab a yoga block or a small roller. And we're going to lay down on our side with our knees bent at 90-degree angles and our hips flexed at a 90-degree angle. We're going to press our knees together, holding our device in place. If you can have something under your head, that will help you to feel a little bit more relaxed in this position. And what we're going to do is just work on loosening up that thoracic spine by inhaling and exhaling as we bring our arm up and over to the other side. Now, as you do this, go as slowly as you need to make sure that you feel comfortable and safe in this movement. And bringing it back. Inhale nice and big, expanding the rib cage. And exhaling, keeping that squeeze between the legs so to protect the low back. And just feel the movement through the thoracic spine. Inhale while you're here. Exhale and coming back. One more time. Inhale. Squeeze the knees. Exhaling. And over. And back. Perfect. Now we're going to flip to the other side. Knees bent, hips bent. Arms stirred together on the other side. Inhale. Exhaling. Squeezing the knees. And slowly bring that other arm up and over. The purpose of squeezing a block or a roller between your knees in this move helps to protect the low back from participating too much in this movement. This movement is designed to work on the mobility of the thoracic spine because that is where all the movement is really needed in our spine. And believe it or not, the lumbar spine, the low back, isn't meant to have this much rotation. It is really meant to support and be very sturdy and stable. That's why we have so many muscles, like the deep hip flexors that connect to it. But when it comes to playing golf, badminton, tennis, the thoracic spine does all the rotation. So having a healthy amount of rotation through that portion of your spine is ideal. Perfect. So we do about 3 to 5 of this move on each side. Okay. Now the next thing we're going to do, which I'm pretty sure you know is one of my favorite moves, is the cat-cow. So we're going to be starting in our tabletop position. Knees under the hips, wrist, hands under the shoulders. We're going to breathe in, lifting that tailbone and the top of our head towards the ceiling. As we exhale, we tuck the tailbone, round the low, mid, and upper back, lowering the head, pushing into the ground and through that opening of the upper rounded back. Inhale, lift that tailbone. Drop the belly button and lift that head. Exhale. Tuck that tailbone, rounding the lower, mid, and upper back, and lowering the top of the head. I'm going to do just 2 more like this. Okay, now that that's done, we're going to slowly slide into our child's pose. Then we're going to hike up the hips, round the back, come on to our toes, and come forward into a cobra. Nice and gentle. And we're going to pull in our core, bracing it, and pushing our hips back. Come up just a bit, and then back down. The bum comes up towards the ceiling as we come forward on our forearms. And while we're in this position, knees are wide, we're resting on our forearms, our bum is up. We're going to lift, we're going to poke up that tailbone, and then we're going to tuck that tailbone. Up, and tuck. One more, and tuck. Good. And then lower back into child's pose. Rest your forehead down. Press your hands into the mat. You should feel nice stretch through your lats. We're going to come up onto our knees, up back onto our hands into our tabletop position. We're going to take our right hand and we're going to drive it through under and lower, feeling a nice stretch through the upper back. And under again. This time when we come up, we're going to reach and then back under. We're going to reach for something off of the high table and place it back under. Now we're going to do the same for the left arm. Take it and drive it through. Palms up. The other arm stays bent at a 90-degree angle. And back out. Drive it through. and back out. We're going to reach for something up high and take it under. Reach and take it under. Nice and slow. Good. One more. Reach and take it under. Good. It's okay if your hips were a little bit back throughout that. That's fine. This is just the beginning. Now we're going to come back. Feel how you're feeling right now. You may be feeling a bit warm. That's okay too. I'm going to roll the shoulders. We're going to focus our energy now on releasing the low back by releasing the deep hip flexors that connect to the low back. This would be known as the iliopsoas muscle. Starting with my right leg, I'm going to bring it forward. The arm of the side with the down leg, I'm going to reach up, over a bit, and then back. Feeling a nice stretch in that deep hip flexor muscle. Keeping that core engaged. You don't want to just be flinging yourself back. You want to do it with purpose. You want to visualize that deep muscle holding onto that lower back spine, and visualize yourself giving it a bit of a stretch. Come back center and down. Now I'm going to switch legs. Go up, over, and back. And putting that deep muscle on stretch. Telling it to let go of the back. You don't need to grip on too tightly. Center and down. We're going to do one more on each side. Up, over, and back. You're just dropping that shoulder back a bit. And feeling that stretch. Just going to hold it for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perfect. Come back center and back down. Switch legs. Reaching up, keeping that shoulder away from the ears. Still reaching up, keeping that core engaged. Reaching over and pushing that shoulder back. Perfect. Into tabletop. Widen those knees, and then go all the way down into child's pose. Up into cobra, keeping that core tight, those shoulders away from the ears. Only do that move if that feels comfortable on your back. And back into child's pose. Now that we loosened up the back a little bit, we're going to waken up the other muscle that we need to help support and protect the back. Guess what it is? The glutes. Yes. The butt. The biggest muscle in the human body is there for a reason, and it is what's supposed to help us in our posture. So you want to make sure that throughout your day that you use a lot of hip hinging movements. I'll show you. Instead of bending like this, rounding in the back to pick up something or to grab something off the floor, try pushing the hips back. When you push the hips back, you let your spine stay in its nice neutral upright position where it is at its strongest. So we're going to do a bit of exercise now to strengthen and waken up the glutes so throughout our day it can do what it needs to do to help protect our back. So once again, getting into tabletop position. I'm going to start with the left leg. We're going to make sure that we're pushing our hands into the ground in front of us, under our shoulders, and our hips are under our knees. And I'm going to take my left leg, and without moving the rest of my body, I'm going to engage that glute by kicking my leg straight back and having that butt cheek hold that leg up for me. And then I'll bring it back in. And then I'm going to alternate and do the same for my right leg. So get that toe bent under. I'm going to lead with that heel back, squeezing that glute and bringing it back in. We're going to aim for 6 more on each side. So here we go. Last one, the left side. Last one for the right side. Perfect. Push those hips back. Give them a bit of a stretch. Come back forward. Widen the knees. And then down into child's pose. And back up. Way to go. Okay. So what we're going to end off with is the relaxing pose of laying like cooked pasta on your yoga ball. Bring it down nice and low. Lift the boobs if we have to. Make sure we place that belly button down onto the ball. You do not want to do this on a full stomach, so I do hope that you are using this move to start your day, because then this will be way more comfortable. If you have food in your stomach, this will not be comfortable. So now we're going to use our toes to push ourselves forward, and then we're slowly relax. Letting our shoulders hang over the ball and our legs relax as we feel the elongation happening in our lumbar spine. We're going to breathe into it and exhale and relax. Breathe into it, exhale and relax. One more time, breathing in, exhaling and relax. You slowly, it's important that you slowly come off the ball after doing that. breathing technique because we just stretched out that whole spine. And then we're going to finish off by doing my favorite. Lay down on her back and put her legs up on the ball. And just relax. Relax for about 5. Let's say 5 minutes. 5 minutes. If you have 5 minutes, you can lay down like this for 5 minutes. Feel for your pelvic bone, the very top of the pelvic bone. Feel if it feels aligned to you. Feel how your hips feel in this position and how your back is feeling in the back of your hips. Breathe into the rib cage, expanding the whole rib cage, and exhaling. Good. Okay. And when you're done, we're just going to move that ball right out of the way. Come on up. Okay, there you go. You are all set for your day. See you later.